my fresh summer garden tomato sauce. I never showed you how I make my fresh tomato sauce. Manja. So I've got a variety of tomatoes here. These are straight from my own garden, and I do this a few times throughout the summer. I don't do jarred tomato sauce anymore. When my mother and father were alive, we did that often. But now that it's just the two of us, this is how I wind up doing it. And at the end of the summer, I'll do a large, big batch, and I'll have a few cans throughout the year. So I'm just taking that inner core out all of the tomatoes, just like that. And I'm putting them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper, just for easy cleanup. And this would make a perfect amount of sauce just for the two of us today. What I do is I'll just make a tiny little score on the top of each of the tomatoes. Now these I'm gonna put in the broiler. I'm gonna watch them for about 5 to 6 minutes. I just want that skin to crack so it's easier to peel. Here they are, straight out of the oven, about 6 minutes. They're very hot. They're gonna be so easy to peel now. I used to put a pot of water on and wait for that to boil and then throw these in, and it just takes too long. So I found this way works so much easier. The skin now, you see, peels right off, and they go into a bowl, just like that. Tomatoes are all peeled. I wasn't kidding when I said easy cleanup. Just gets tossed, and now I have a pan that just can be rinsed out, no scrubbing. Very minimal ingredients. You want to start with a good quality olive oil, and I like to put a good amount because this is part of the sauce after all. For that amount of tomatoes, I have 4 garlic cloves. You can add more, you could add less, and I'm just gonna mince this in. The tomatoes are all ready to be crushed. You can use one of these, you can use one of these, you can use one of these, but since they're still hot, I'm just gonna crush them up with a tool today. Once I start to smell that garlic, in goes my tomatoes. I'll turn my water on because we're gonna eat this today. Otherwise, I would just put it in a jar and jar it just the regular way of canning tomatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper, season it with my basil salt. This is just gonna get a nice stir. This sauce is gonna be cooked by the time that water boils and the pasta gets al dente, and it's a great summer pasta. My basil from the garden, and I'm just gonna take off the leaves, and I'm gonna add some now as well as add some fresh at the end. I just washed the basil, and now I'm just ripping it up and adding it into the sauce. And that's it. 4 ingredients to this sauce: the tomatoes, the garlic, the olive oil, and the basil. It can't get any fresher or easier. Here's my sauce just simmering away, if you can just smell it. I never add sugar to my sauce because to me there's nothing sweeter than a garden tomato. The last 2 minutes of my pasta, I'm just gonna pull it out and put it directly into the sauce. Just finish cooking it right in here. It's all done. I closed that heat. I'm going to add some freshly grated pecorino romano, as much as you like, and I'm just going to rip up some more fresh basil. This gets a final toss, and there it is. More fresh cheese for me. I'm just going to taste it right here. This is amazingly delicious. My husband's going to devour it right now. Share this with someone who grows some garden tomatoes and make some friends. It is delicious. You're going to love it. As always, thanks for watching. Ciao.
State vicino a me per Natale.